Welcome back, everybody. I am Headwound, and this is Minecraft. This is SolitaryCraft, actually, is what I should call it. This is an amazing pack that's supplied through the AT launcher. Now, we have been doing a live broadcast on twitch.tv/headwound_. We've been working for the past 2 months, I think, on a 2013 challenge, which was to make 10,000 UU matter. Now, if anybody is familiar with anything as far as the different mods like that create UU matter and different things like that, it's supposed to be a piece of matter that you can then use to create anything. It used to be that it would be like a little nugget of UU matter, and by forming it in certain patterns in the crafting table, it would then create that item, just, magically. So it's very useful for doing things, but it's very expensive to get there. But as you progress in Minecraft, you end up with so many pieces of material that what are you going to do with it all? I mean, when you have like 1,000,000 cobble or more from setting up quarries or setting up a whole turtle army, whatever, that's doing all the mining for you, and it's all going into some type of storage system or chests or whatever, what are you going to do with it all? You can't, you can't eat it. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much, big of a building that you can use with the stuff. So this is an alternative. Although this is not easy. This is not easy, and especially the way that I play on my live streams, this is a very difficult thing to do without being killed first. First off, in my live streams, I play typically in hardcore mode, which means if you die, delete the world. That's what happens. It doesn't let you go anywhere. You have to delete the world. It's hardcore. That's what it means. Plus, normal hardcore really isn't that bad. If you play normal hardcore on Minecraft, you create a set of diamond armor, you're done, you've beat the game basically. There's nothing else. But with the mods that we have in here, which are InfernalMobs, which means that mobs now have special abilities like web or poison or rust, which means that if you hit them with something, your armor starts degrading a whole bunch of different things. I mean, there are some ones that have, there are mobs that have the ability to, as an ender, where they can, when they're hit, they disappear and they go somewhere else. There was one who shoots fireballs like a ghast from the nether. I mean, just some amazing abilities. And if you get some of them that have all of these combined, which they can, they also have lifesteal, they have regeneration, they have 1-up, so if they get down to 0 health, they are reborn again. I mean, just like terrible, terrible stuff. Not only that, but we have mutant mobs installed so that, there are different mobs entirely, which make things very, very scary. Not only that, but with that, that's kind of cool. The mobs come out and they're kind of scary every once in a while. You meet the normal mobs, you meet the infernal mobs, and you get scared. And yeah, that's cool. It wasn't enough for me. As part of hardcore, if you're going to play on hardcore, why do you have a bed? A bed is cheating, in my view, when you're playing hardcore. It's a way to work around that system where the mobs are spawning. If you're playing in hardcore, you should want those mobs to actually appear. You should want to actually get attacked by them. You want to hide out in caves or light everything up and learn how to play that way. It adds an experience to the game that I don't know anybody else who does it. But we do hardcore with never sleep. We don't own a bed. I mean, if you look around here, there's no bed. There's no bed anywhere. In these houses, there are no beds. No beds anywhere. So basically, okay, now with that being said, this is what we created. This is how we were able to accomplish our 10,000 UU. We were able to, when we started out, we didn't have a village. We just found some random place out in the wilderness and we set up a very small house. And then when we were safe enough, when daylight came out, we ran around looking for a village. Well, we found this village in the middle of a marsh, and this village was absolutely unsafe. The only thing that was nice is that it was harder for the mobs to move through the water around. So we set up a double high perimeter fence, which, by the way, the enders like to take pieces out of. Any block that they could pick up, whether it be um, sand or gravel or dirt or whatever, they would pick up. So they constantly were like destroying parts of my fence. So we'd have to fight with that. We made sure that we lit up the city. I also made sure I blocked when this began and mobs were spawning. I didn't mind the mob spawning, but all my villagers were getting killed. So what I did is I placed blocks literally in front of every door, so that once it became towards nighttime, mobs would spawn, villagers would run into the houses, I would block the doors so no mobs could actually get to them. But what's strange is that over time, all the villagers have disappeared. But I don't know what's happened. Maybe they found a way to get out and got killed, but I don't know. I do not know. But they're all gone. They're all gone. So the first thing that we did after we secured everything is we built some furnaces. We also built some forest furnaces, which makes things a little bit quicker. We planted some forest trees. We've got our beginning, harvester and planter set up so that we can have this type of automation system. And then we set up, the diamond pipes. We also set out to do some mining. So we started out with our mine down here, which was a very basic, the standard setup. You go down here and you do your mining. And we found some resources. Also found this open cavey type of cavern in here, which is absolutely epic. And we started mining in all different directions. Started picking up loot, started putting together the resources. We started working on DartCraft, which gave us the ability to do certain things that we couldn't normally, like creating a fancy sword or a better pickaxe or different things. Then we worked on our smeltery so that we can, smelt together some ingots and create, this legendary hammer that we have here, which has an emerald on it. It's made of alliumite, which is aluminum, iron, and obsidian all mixed together. Takes a whole bunch of it in order to create this guy, and then you just basically put the patterns together in this little tool station for the different components, and that's how we made this. We also we've got redstone on it, we've got lapis on it for luck. You can actually, in fact, let's go ahead and put it in here. You can actually see what it looks like. So we've got an emerald, we've got 50 redstone, we've got 231 lapis out of 450 possibility. It has 9,651 durability. That is incredible. A mining speed of 12, it can mine cobalt. It's the most epic tool that you could ever have, minus the whole vein mining mod that I've included in this whole pack. Now, the reason that I'm actually doing this so late in the game is because during the live stream we derp a lot, we do a lot of nonsensical stuff. Things happen. It's not necessarily the best for videos, but I wanted to offer this world to anybody as a download, so that's why we're actually having this, so I can introduce the different components. You can experiment in here with them and do what you need to do. Now, anybody who's seen this hammer, and I'm just going to do this right here because I really don't care about this place, because we've already saved this world, and now we're just going to have a little bit of fun. So this hammer will mine a 3x3 like that. So whatever block you hit in the middle, a 3x3 radius will be mined. If the material is sand or... Okay, watch this. I'm going to mine this one, but the dirt block is right there. It won't mine the dirt blocks. Same thing with the glass. If I mine this... Oh, wait a minute, never mind. It does take the glass, which is odd. Didn't know that would happen. But it won't work on wood. Doesn't do it on wood. Just mines a single block. And also, if you mine under it, it won't take the wood out of it. So there you go. So that is this hammer. So you'll be able to play with this. We also had to put together an ME system because the number of items that we were accumulating, especially like in the area of cobble, I mean, we have 9,000 cobble right now. Now you see the numbers going down. I'll explain that in a minute. Also with the force logs, we have 26,000 force logs. Yeah, that's a lot. And that comes from this guy over here, in that it produces so much that even these furnaces can't keep up. It would probably, if you download this map, or you would have to increase to probably triple this size, and that would mean you would have to triple the number of force generators to accommodate for the number of golden power sources. I mean, it would just be amazing. You'd probably have to go underground, but you got to be careful, because if you do go underground, there's water down here. So because you're in a marsh, that's what you're actually going to find underneath this is a whole bunch of water, just the same as you find out there. We've got a number of chests with some stuff. This is our UU matter that we created for our 2013 goal, which was to create 10,000 UU matter. Each one of these container contains 1,000 millibars of UU matter. You can then use, I was told last night, the way to actually use it is with a replicator. So a replicator can actually take you put one thing that you want to replicate. Let's say a diamond. You put a diamond in one slot, then you put the UU matter in the other, and it will duplicate that item. It will replicate it. So that's pretty cool. We've got a ton of stuff in our inventory that you can experiment. We have lots and lots of resources, diamonds, emeralds, books. We started doing enchanting, but we don't have EnchatingPlus, so there's a limited amount of things that actually can be enchanted with this. But you can experiment and enchant whatever you want with this. We've got, let's see, the DartCraft. This demonic furnace. The Nether has a special mod installed which accumulates certain types of ores called, actually no, that's cobalt. It doesn't look like I actually have any right now because I already cooked them. You can get demonic ores of certain types from the Nether, which is actually up this safety ladder right here. That's where our Nether portal is. I won't actually go there. I'll go there in a second, but not right now. But we've got a force grinder, a force extractor, and let me show you what the force grinder actually does. Let's say I've got a piece of copper, and we're just going to take one as an example. So I put a piece of copper. Now normally a macerator is going to produce 2 copper dust, but this, the force grinder, produces and pulls out the byproduct. So not only do you get 2 copper powder, but you also get 1 gold powder, which then you can put in a normal furnace and whatever and get that going. There's the force extractor, which is just like the normal extractor, which can take a piece of sticky resin and pull the rubber out of it, or rubber tree logs and pull the rubber out of it. We've got a regular macerator here. We've got a metal former, which can make different things like the wiring, the thin wiring that's needed to make cables and such like that. We've got a large power cell right here. I have two electric jetpacks. One of them partially, well, basically both of them nearly fully charged. And we have a compressor that can take components like the mixed metals and actually make it into the carbon plates or whatever it is that actually gets produced from that. We've got our mass fabricator, which has been disconnected from the power. This actually requires an HV transformer to be placed right here in between the power for this. You're going to need an HV transformer and a golden cable. The reason that it's gone is because I used this pickaxe to destroy the cable and it destroyed the HV transformer at the same time. My mistake, but whatever. I have a waterproof pipe which takes the liquid UU matter, puts it into a liquid transposer, makes it into the empty cell, and then, creates the UU matter cell from that. We've got a rubber tree farm of both kinds. We've got a auto. This is a computer system. It's a molecular assembler chamber. Forgive the wording. And these are all the different things that you can create. So when you go into your little thing here, like for example, all these say craft. They don't actually say a little number below it. Like this says 2, this one says 7, this one says craft, which means I can click on it and tell it how many I want to craft. As long as the components are in your ME system, bam, it gets crafted. So let's go ahead and click it once, and we're going to see it just created one for us. Just that easy. So that is that. These are all our storage cards. They're all 1K storage. Don't worry about making bigger storage. You can experiment with making bigger storage, absolutely. I mean, they have 128 spatial. These got like this thing, 128, and I think that's to the third power spatial storage, which means this is more items than anything could ever give you. Any kind of stuff could ever give you. So now let's go ahead and check out the Nether. So let's go ahead and fly up here, get right into the Nether, and we can check things out. Now, my bookmarks or my waypoints won't be in your download. They're specifically in my version. And what my Nether actually dropped me in a cave, which was absolutely awesome. Immediate safety, no worrying about, getting attacked by something right when you come into the Nether, which is beautiful. But we come out here, and this is the Nether that we have right now. This is a modified Nether. This is like extra Nether stuffs, and it includes brand new ores that you won't normally see in the regular Nether. So we've got some regular Nether quartz down there. Let's see if we can spot anything over there. Okay, it looks like we've got some Nether coal and Nether I think that's cobble. Nether cobble. Oh wait, no, this is Nether cobble. Oh, there's some Nether copper right there. And as you go through this, you'll get used to things. That is some Nether force. That is demonic ore right there. But what I was going to explain is that little... Okay, there's enough baddies around here. And this is one of the reasons that you want to have a jetpack. Because coming into the Nether just willy-nilly without, some type of way of getting around, you're not going to survive very long. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Now, as you notice, it looks different, this Nether iron ore. Also, if you come directly out, that's another fortress right there. Whoop. Okay, let me get back up here on this perch. That's another fortress. So we have another fortress, which is right off of where we came into this. If you want, you can set up a staircase so you can easily get up to this level. I thought we had actually created one, but I guess I didn't. The stairs are... Oh, look at this little guy. Little bitty baby pigman. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, let's... Where did we come in? Oh, it's over here. It's... Ouch. Here... Nope. Nope, that's not it. We're lost. We are lost. Did I put it... Oh, is it higher up? Is it actually higher up? It might actually... No? No, it should be here. No, here it is. Here it is. So it's right over here. This is our stairs up to our portal. And so you can do a whole bunch of mining, do whatever you want in the Nether. I've limited the number of mods. In fact, that's what I need to actually do, is indicate which mods we actually installed so that you can actually have the same config. So you take this Nether ore and you put it in here. And I'm just going to split these up just for convenience sake. And as it cooks it, it's going to cook away the netherrack portion of the ore and leave the base ore remaining. So in a second, you're going to see it. There we go. So we have a regular iron ore block from that, which is very cool. So that is about it. We've got a little bitty sugarcane farm. We've got some cactus over here. You guys play around with it. We've also got a power tinker's table. We've got all the sets of different things. Each one of these has, you know, a few items that have actually... Where is that spider? There he is. Okay, so we've got some lights right there. If I shift and then use the scroll wheel in the middle, I can change between the different components. Look right above my my hearts and my armor, and you can actually see it shift. So light, that's the blades, and then that's the wrench. And the blades just shoot infinite blades. So there you go. Awesome little, you know, cheating tool. This also can chop things. Like, it just chopped that, and it gave me the actual grass block. Same thing with, you know, trees. If I want to get some of this, I shoot it, and I get the actual forest leaves themselves in the raw form. So guys, this is what we've been working on. Awesome progression. We are also coming up... Okay, so I'll have the list for the download for this pack, or for this map, in our current progression, not including what I've done in the last few minutes. And also I'll list exactly which mods are installed in the SolitaryCraft installer. Please try to stick to those specific ones, because if you install other ones, then things might look weird, or they might not generate correctly, and then things can go really wrong. So guys, if you like any part of this video, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Visit us at twitch.tv/headwound_. Hit the follow button. I'll put the link in the description. And as always, we'll see you next time.